my beautiful people. Welcome back to a gorgeous evening in Los Angeles. It's been really warm today and it's just a lovely, perfect evening right now, and I'm kind of excited. The other day we did a pour called Spring Over Darkness that was inspired by a pour of mine called Dreamcatcher, which was it was a ring pour that I had wrecked, and it was really cool. And then when we did Spring Over Darkness, I wasn't digging how the ring pour was looking, so we did a wandering ring pour, and it came out very, very cool. So tonight I want to try again. I have some colors mixed up, I have my canvas ready, I have everything ready to go, and I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't really want to do a ring pour. I think for me, I've really enjoyed the wandering ring pours because it's a different design. It's not, you know, the concentric rings, which are very, very cool, and I really enjoyed that for the first 3 or 4 years of pouring. I taught lots of classes on ring pours, but I think tonight I really want to do the wandering ring pour, and I think it's going to come out really cool. We're going to do something a little bit different too that I'm excited to try. So this is a 24 by 24 inch gallery wrap canvas from Artists Loft. I have taped and pinned the back and painted my sides and edges with the paint directly from the tub, the Amsterdam Oxide Black. And I have to say, it's so much more opaque, and it's perfect and opaque, and I'm really, really excited. So that's all set. We are using my lovely Fiona's Modular Split Cup again, but tonight we're going to do something a little different. I have it configured for 5 chambers, 2 smaller ones on each side and 1 bigger one in the middle. So it's configured for 5, and I'm gonna layer the cup a little bit differently to see if we get a different effect, because I'm kind of excited about this one because the colors are really, really pretty. These are some of my favorite ones. So the other thing that's a little bit different tonight is I'm not using my Golden's Heavy Gel Gloss recipe where I mix it with Floetrol. I've actually gone back to the recipe that I used to use when I did Dreamcatcher originally, which is the Liquitex Gloss Medium and American Floetrol, and this is just beautiful. It's gorgeous. This is Golden's Turquoise Pthalo. Absolutely one of my top 5 favorite colors. Love this. A little bit of a mound on a mound, and then it sinks right into itself. It's a beautiful consistency. This one is the Amsterdam Pearl Blue, which I think is going to be amazing. I almost said a bad word. It's going to be amazing against the turquoise and the black, which is, I think, is going to be really cool. So that's the Pearl Blue that does that like electric blue lightning looking really cool stuff. This one is Pebeo Iridescent Blue Green. In Spring Over Darkness we used the green blue. This is the blue green. Beautiful, beautiful color, and it's so pretty next to the turquoise. Just gorgeous. Okay, and then we have the Oxide Black, which last time I called it Onyx Black, which I kind of like better, but it's Oxide Black from Amsterdam. Beautiful stuff, beautiful consistency, and I have a big tub sitting right there for flow extender. Okay, so what we're going to do with this, we're going to start with some of our Phthalo turquoise on one side. And we're going to put our Pearl Blue next to that in this small chamber over here. And then we're going to put our Oxide Black in that center bigger chamber, and I'll tell you why in a second. Let me pour this first. When you add your base coat color in the center chamber, then it sort of gives the rest of the rings almost a 3-dimensional look on top of the background base coat color, which is kind of fun. Okay, this side we're going to put the Pebeo next to the black, the Iridescent Blue Green.
Fill it up.
HOA is pointing out that I sometimes don't fill all the chambers equally.
Who are you and what have you done with my Mina?
Okay, now we're going to use the Pearl Blue again on this last chamber. And he's right, it is important to fill them all up the same. I don't know if you noticed in the last video when I went to go pour the cup, a couple of the colors didn't come out right away because I hadn't filled those chambers all the way up. So we're just topping off everything.
Plus, I think you're a little short too.
Yeah, that was also,
Ounce
it's a 24 by 24, so that technically needs like 21 ounces of paint. This is only 13 ounces. So I will pour this, and if I think we need some more, I'll put some more down. Okay, so we're gonna get our canvas. We're gonna pour some of our Oxide Black. This is the same color as my flow extender. Just tilt that out for a second. Give ourselves some room to wander around. Okay. I'm gonna torch it real quick. It's actually interesting, in the last painting, that Spring Over Darkness, there was one air bubble that hadn't gotten popped with the torch, and it actually traveled when I was tilting it and made this line, which is still in the dry piece. It's kind of, but it's pretty. But that's why we pop air bubbles, because we don't want them to disrupt our composition. That's a pretty cup, HOA. Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. We're going to start right about here, and we're going to wander around. And the other thing I've noticed is I don't like doing the lines, the rings, in just horizontal lines. It's much better when you go kind of jagged and side to side a little bit. So, all right. Ready, honey?
Yes, mother.
Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Aye, lass. I'll tell ya.
I love you.
I love you.
Wandering ring pour. Here we go. And you'll see how that black really makes that negative space kind of pop. Okay, I love this part up here. Not so crazy about actually where I changed direction, because I really like that black and white. But it's not white, it's pearl blue. Haha. Okay, do you think we need more paint, HOA?
I do.
I'm just gonna put a little bit of the black over here for right now, so we don't lose our composition. All right, we'll go ahead and layer it like halfway full. Put the black in. Put the Iridescent Blue Green. Put the pearl blue. And some more pearl blue. And then the turquoise. Okay. I think I'm going to start like over here, because I'm not really crazy about how that looks.
Okay.
So, all right. Are you ready, darling?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. Okay, that's definitely enough paint now. And we have our flow extender here, which is beautiful. Around this edge first. Okay, looking at this, I love this part, and I really like this part. I'm not too sure how I feel about the bottom, but that's okay, because we have plenty of paint in here. Okay, so let's dance. We're going to head off that way first, and I'm okay if we leave some negative space on here, I'm totally okay with that.
Maybe you did need another half a cup.
I think maybe not.
That's weird.
Well, it's a little thinner tonight than it was before. Let's see.
Yesterday last time you seemed really short.
Yeah. Well, the paint was a lot thicker too. So everything's more thin, and the gel gloss is thicker than the gloss medium. My question to you is, do you think we should take more of this bottom off and stretch out the top a little bit more?
I do.
Yeah, I kind of do too. Even though it's cool, it's pretty. Alright. So by taking off more paint at the bottom now, we're opening up these lines on the top and highlighting that bold geometric print. That's cool. I like that better. So we see more of the black in there. I'm just going to take this back a little bit more. Okay. Cool. There it is. There's a bubble. Thing. Is it a thing? Okay. Alright. That's pretty wild. This part is gorgeous. I see the pearl blue and the turquoise mixing, and something is throwing off like a little bit of a purple, which is probably the pearl blue, because it tends to do that. Just open this up a little bit more on this side. That's crazy. I like it. Okay. Cool. I am happier. What do you think, honey? You like it with the negative space?
I do. I like the negative space a lot.
And I like the black. And see, by putting the black in the center chamber of the cup, it's part of the pour. So you see like all of this other color is just kind of floating three-dimensionally on top of that black, which is a really neat effect. Let's torch it again. Okay. Turn this around so you guys can see it. I see it. There we go. I love that curve. I love this in here. It's really pretty. And remember, what looks white is actually pearl blue. So this will be blingy and electrified and really, really cool looking, I hope. So we'll be right back with our dried results. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. This is fun. Okay, here we are a couple days later. This one turned out so cool. I love all of these colors. They are definitely electrifying and really, really beautiful and very, very blingy. So we have up here at the top, we have some of that pearl blue, and then the lighter is the iridescent green blue. And then down here at the bottom, we see the turquoise itself. So this one turned out really, really cool. HOA, can you do some tilties for us? Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, now nice and slow. There we go. A little bit back more towards you. There. A little bit forward. There we go. You can see all that blinging. Okay, all right. Thank you. Can you just hold still for a sec? That pearl blue is so cool. I love this. I'm really glad that we opened it up more and stretched everything out because I think it looks really, really cool. Can you go this way a little bit, HOA? A little bit more. There we go. Okay. All right, I don't want to blind you guys with the bling. Anyways, thank you so much for being here with us. I hope you enjoyed this one and had as much fun as I did. Please do all that cool YouTube stuff and like and subscribe and comment and hype and all those wonderful things, and share if you can, please. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you guys real soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.